Today, we are focusing a bit on Komaku Kimura, born in Tokyo on July 29, 1887. She was educated in the arts from a young age and started to learn Nihon Buyo at 3 years old and Kabuki at 5. Her father, who was the chief clerk of a firefighting pump dealer, lost all of his money to an extortionate money lender, forcing him to move to Taiwan to find work and leave the family behind when she was 8 years old. Komako used her training in dance and theater to support her family by joining a touring theater in Kumamoto. In her early life, she went to a school funded by Junko Takazaki, where girls were not only encouraged to learn and become good traditional Japanese wives and mothers, but also how to be personalities. She was inspired by male thinkers like Goethe, Byron, Maeterlinck, Wilde, and Emerson after studying them in school. She was also greatly influenced by the ideas of Ellen Key, a Swedish feminist. She was the manager of two theaters in Tokyo, the Kimura Komako Theater and the Tokiwaza. She herself performed in 500 plays throughout her lifetime, as Shakespearean heroines and more, like La Tosca, Mona Vanna, and Camille. Kimura moved to America and spent 8 years living there. During this time, she continued to advance her career in acting, as well as advocate for women's suffrage. Most notably, she performed at Carnegie Hall and on Broadway. However, they did not deign to print her name on articles after January 1908, when her unmarried motherhood became known. Similarly, she was accepted into the Imperial Actresses Training School, but was kicked out once it was made known that she was unmarried and had a child. Kimura's writing, speeches, and performances were integral to the Japanese suffrage movement, which culminated in the 1945 change of election law that allowed Japanese women to vote. She was controversial in her time for her defiant actions, both in her theatrical life and in her work to advance the women's suffrage movement. Additionally, her wishes for women to be equal to men, being tempered by the gender roles of her era, are still discussed in feminist texts and ideas to this day.